abusuan for asunje nkamo obi Kristo mu a yo ene we sa program here part of counseling and family life more programs are more outlined for this very year. Unfortunately, it started with hello, try. Okay. Now, Peter says, counseling and family life. You outlined several programs this year. It will roll out. Now we need more or less the beginning of it. Fortunately, I come at a time Valentine, so a unit. We are starting with something like a relationship, issues about relationships now. Eventually, the Mecca near also Achrem. Now, this evening I'm saying we are privileged to have somebody you know that why we are sorry. Say and yes, ABR SD Krana Okwa nka mpempi nko bebakra no ne ya besom. Anti yebese na say mpono say wa masara day krana or evening programs be ne weekend programs and no to me ba ne ebe ye chechre. Efeno Mabel Otibwedi, Dr. Mabel Otibwedi, or University of Ghana Department of Psychology, and or a clinical psychologist. And because of a clinical psychologist, let's just say o nimde wakone nimwa say otimihu anaso ni nipa ye nkita ho ehu nia eha no ema no therapy anase o manu nchechire bia ebitimi amanu so enya ahoto na ne tosubium sese mohra nemede ne ka ho na just na 3 times awabaha ene abeye oni abedi nkita ho ene na tembia we bia nso no na Valentine Day and I say around Valentine enti maybe yeah they also have for the Lady of Love because tembia we bia no na just say we are in a season of love. All right, now maybe obi a na need so many social issues so many social issues. In fact, at Legon Age Center, I'm a member of the Legon Age Center. I just say, Woma Enyi, Omuhia Moana, there, Woma advocacy, no, maybe a part of it. And he said, Basse program, Bikrama, Sam paying for no, and also Ohunim, dear Palm. Also, you're interested in adolescence and also granting or handy. And child development is more or less exceptional children, especially autistic children. Mr. Nkrani Biwa, Yamia Nyomo, mention the message. Or more, Yare and Kwalaya Kakra. I just say, do have special care. As a special care, no, and I say maybe who him there, and also what the boss appearance, in fact, when in the share office, not Pimpi, you know, your office, or no say parents, but and Colano, but a school for no, but Nipa or how, auntie Nina, no, maybe a young juma. And if now by a clamid topic, no, say, I was sorry, no be huno. Now, be all problem, be say, what is film. Developmental problems. Nina no maybe unana kasa onso betimi no anya kasa ho na so betimi aboa na so anya baby papa si. Enti anwumred we are privileged to have Mabel Otibwedi to have a chat with us on issues about relationships. Enti say nyina mo ne me ya adwe na monije ho a mo yemfa nsambo.
Good evening. that must say. Mama me invitation ye. And say senior Dr. Amponsaka. That's my third time of coming here. No, wait. Don't give it to them yet. Wait. The time no beso. Why? So there. And see, I'm privileged to be here once again. When he told me I have to come again, I was like, oh, I've been coming here almost every year. Why? So we want you to come and help us. And that's part of my profession, to help people. And that's part of my profession, to help people. So I'm very happy to be here once again. And once again, it's again, we are calling it Chocolate Day. Yes, so we are going to eat chocolates before we go. Okay, so we are going to talk about relationships. We are a bit behind time, but we will do something, and we'll do some discussions too. So more often than not, when we hear about relationships, I know a lot of us are like, hey, we're going to talk about boyfriend, girlfriend, right? That's what came to your mind. Well, we'll talk a little bit about that, but we are going to talk about relationships in general. You know, relationships at home, relationships at school, relationships between boys and girls. And then we would look at those who are somehow ready to go into marriage, and we would look at some of the things they have to watch out for before they go into marriage. So, what relationships are, types. We'll look at healthy and unhealthy relationships. A bit of abuse in teen relationships. It's not only happening in marriages, but in teen relationships also. And then what you do when you, I know you must have heard a lot, but we would also bring in some. And then we will do a little discussion. And then lastly, we'll look at ABC of healthy relationships. We are far behind time, so I may skip some of the slides, and then we'll discuss them as we move along. So tonight is all about relationships. It's all about relationships, and I'm going to mix the language. I hope you don't mind. Yes. Relationships it's interaction between two or more people. More relationship, more fear, more relationship. Or family members, more relationship. It doesn't always have to be that into quote unquote romantic relationship. Bebia ani pamienu miensa ehia edidu omo ho nkomo ene ade no relationship ewo ho. Nti yehwe nkofo ye omo gunfo ni isu ya omo ye de omo stress so omo wo nkita hodie bi relationship bi ekoso ewo ho. Nti yehwe samre ya titiru ni ye mebunu no eyemra I say omo pese omo hu niema bebre ya yete yi bebre ye pese yete niema bebre ase bi kwa pese hu kwan a ne maame ne papa kom fa so wo no so den maame ne papa ene yi na ye so yaba they want to explore okay ene me so then na meye mo dwendwene nti teenage years no and adolescent years near years a very critical period pa They want to explore. They want to know. They want to, check their emotions. And it's a time that they are engaged in building their capacities to be sensitive and effective in relating to others. School. Untimene manye namfo ono mema nkwano no moye namfo adan we say so that's the time and samre no eyemra sinem kind na critical because of person onyema bebre koso so ni paduanim nsesa bebre first no anko sa no yeyi movie bi ana say dia be ya yehwe telenovela yi na so bi no obi ha ga na mo kese kra enye ne hwe but to draw the lesson period ne pe mo say say na ase bibi koso ana meboa obo akra bi ha no adan na ni kakra enso so ohwe sa obo no so wonya atenka kakra nti sa mre no ye atenka mre pa boyfriend girlfriend no itimi bi bebem ene Valentine baby, you see them, small boys and girls are to be chocolate. They are coming now down for school. Or the man said then, or the man if it's all penasem, Until or show bibi so penasem. Until person will take a decision at this time. Per se now for funny at the peer pressure is the strongest at this point. Because we are down for new way, miss me nyebi. Madam we miss me nyebi. Let me also feel part of the group. Feel part of the group at this point. It's like they are searching for who they are at this point in time. Into or share the priorities or the norms or her senior. If ye say men Pia Bontain check and so now for phone bit to me say, hey, me then you made me pay you. So what's the person doing? I don't know my parents and my crying. Nina search for the self is going on. Now it's preparing them for a future rules. It's one aspect of finding themselves. One aspect of finding themselves during this period. During this period, so many things go on, especially pressure from friends. Pressure from friends. Throughout our lives, we are involved in many different kinds of relationships. Our siblings, our relatives, our friends, our girlfriends, classmates, teachers, and so on. And healthy relationships can make us happier and add to our feelings of self-worth. Say, your relationship when you woman na hum ka woman. A boy my yanka say ye dimu, ye hu ye ho say ye nso ye de ye sebi and I say ye fata. Nti ye be hu types of relationships are relationships about yourself. And only wow. More relationship. When him say, only one kasa more relationship. And now only busia, only now for four. And now near about romantic one. Him say one be brain now when you ho romantic one. And when a Valentine ye di be pa. See, when you are happy with yourself and confident, others are drawn to you. As a man making you say anything. So one kasa wuni pay ya wuti we. So when you jo. Asa who said me di mu a won se obi ho ana afofo etwe ba won chen na se wo bu ho abonfia enkofo ba won chen nti your relationship with yourself is so important. Ye na your talents ye wa ha ye hu sister yi o tonyum ye na na betimi abatonyum no so na emayen you say like it's all part of our personality. We all have things we want to work on. Bo wa me pese me go school, bo me pese me ye adwuma, bo wa me pese me sua ade, me sua insanu adwuma. Se ni na wo niema e wo ho aye pese ye. Nanso ye nya ni na pepepe. Nti no de esa we ye as onipa ne say obewu hu e wo e kwan papa so. See yourself in a positive light. Send your tia no matter how things are. So yes, sir. And now bet me no one relate ye. What me a be about one chain. asa wote ha ababaawa na wankasa kra wo se wonni mu me kra na school ya me kra na me hu so na me adwuma me ye tese da bia do wankasa no hye de hu yi na be ma be na ebeba aba be ji sa be de na to no so obi beba obi ma so we no wankasa kra onye ne hu ni na me kwa kwaje adi ama no. It's good to see yourself in a positive way. Thinking negative about yourself can make you feel bad. Sometimes a cramp, a bit me at the wakwaku mental health situations be bremo. So how you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. How you love yourself. One kasa also rage na hwehwem hwe wo ho daadaa wo ho se nyame wabo pa wo ho ofe wudi mu so na wo adma wo ho na wo hu se ne wudi mu fa na wo san ye ne ma beboa ma wa den wakwani mu wa abrabonim na wo yesa no na atwe afoforo eba wo nchen afoforo so ebetwe o ma ba wo nchen no. There are people who also see in that same way. And they are also going to help you to move in that positive direction. So love yourself. And the way you love yourself is the way you're going to teach others to love you. So I'm going to ask you, maybe those who are sitting in front will help me. Write 3 words or tell me 3 words that people could use to describe you. Okay, I've given you some examples. Trustworthy, honest, self-reliant, kind. Can you tell me something about yourself? Disciplined. Yes. Kind. Yes, you. Lovely. Yes, Elder. Hardworking. So you see, we all have or know some things about ourselves that we know people could use to describe us. Name one characteristic about yourself that makes you feel proud. Papa Osofo, you help us. One thing that makes you feel proud about yourself. Love. Yes. So, that is one thing he knows makes him feel proud. What is your strongest and positive personality trait? You. Madam in braids. You are kind. And no who say, I did wait the woman pass on. Sir, list one thing you would like to change or improve about yourself. Yes, madam. Dear pa no nyan ka obesesa afi wo. Ka kire me. Kai baako. Fear. So ade ho. Tu nyan ka obejai. Sa. So me bi someone sa nyama nyina say. Do you know yourself? Into mo ina mo kire me say mo nim mo ho na mo nim ne me bi so wo mo ho a mo nyanka eni mo ho. What is your best physical characteristics? The man in red, can you help me? On the only Pre-Valentine, no. Yes, your best physical character. Physical, what is you? Your energy. The energy mo there. And now we are the baby on farmer. Who could you turn to if you needed help? My friend in pink. Who could you turn to if you needed help? Who? Your mother. Until when you na relationship about yourself. So if you know yourself and you relate well with yourself, you'll be able to draw other people onto you, and then you would have a good relationship. Let's look at family. How many of us love our families? Do you love your family? Sure. Okay, so ways to strengthen your family relationships. Showing appreciation. Why not? The family member I'm so appreciative of what you did. Why be that? And if I say normal, say mommy there's all shame. Some me boy, did you tire, sir? In time can't thank you and my family members. So it feels like normal, but it's not normal. You have to show appreciation, give affection. What is our family member being a home fan of Papa Fatale for Nafre? Go and check on the person. Don't stay at home and say, oh, wait, there's my cousin. And no. Give affection. Be committed. Spend time together as a family. In today's world, dear, most of us, if you say a family, how many of us, and it's me, a friend and auntie be, a bit say auntie and what to say. We've stopped those things. But when we now see a bush fool, so to show some affection, show some care, and have communication with them. It helps a lot. Now, if you want to, and your man say, what so family member be in your house now? If you are just home. Oh, a man is so no, you don't do that, young people. You don't do that. A yen is so what say ya no afraid. So man who cry no afraid. Oh, Matissa way na to Kafra why? Would you send a panda ninja home? Then you bet you home. Avoiding certain family members. Boy, so my way up a casado, Kushano Becasa. Mebois. No. But the person is your family member. Me say a tisanima we are seeing you and change for the better. We say Nipano, you don't know when you need that person too. Now, oh, many pano. Then you see that you are in trouble, and that person is the one around. What do? Using destructive communication. Kasa enye papa. Now no abusunya for talking to them anyhow. Because you feel that you have arrived as a young man, as a young woman. You have attended the university. They never did. And sometimes we even cut them off. They say, stop it. It will not help you. So if you're a young man, if you're a young woman here, and who say, your family is so important wherever you find yourself. It's not only your nuclear family, but your extended family too. Because everybody is watching you. And I the other things, the way I know more relating to crano, a bequa could pie, send you one way no mampo, ebeye. If you want more in a relationship, you must be more responsible. Oh, me pesa we say mommy, me pesa we say mommy. Now where? What are you doing? Who do you hang out with? If your freedoms be brave as young people, and ka a ye baby. Nyame boa Monday. Ye nam ha. Me boa. Say what your plans. Every one of us has plans. What do you do when you come home? Or when do you come home? Sorry for that. When do you come home? All those are freedoms we want. But your responsibilities are also required. Choose good friends. Don't get into trouble. And come home at a reasonable time. Meboa. Choose good friends. Choose good friends. Don't get into trouble and come home at a reasonable time. I don't know what's happening these days. But me peace. But me shano, even right up to, let's say the university, say me coffee, then after 6 me pay. It's not done. It's not done. But they say, the answer is me about 10 years now. You will cry till what? Till daybreak. You have to be responsible as a young man, as a young woman. And what am I doing out there? Now, parents, if you know more chong, you walk more chow and say, I to get him now, won't and no more chain. And yet, have a self reflection. Have a personal reflection. Choose good friends. Choose good friends. Nyadam phobia na yefa. Nyadam phobia na yefa. Ibehu nam for the omoye. And how is your personal attitude and behavior affecting your family? How? We bet me ama me bibi. Menka say bad attitude. Me say how is your personal attitude and behavior affecting your family? And she said your penny bia obet me aka. Madam in blue, can you help us? Help us say. How is your one kasa hwe wo say suban bia me wom no? How is it? Stay na ye ma mabusua. Menka suban bone nko anti ma mo ma adwen nko ho. Ebetimi aye suban papa so. Suban bia me wom no bra obetimi aboya na. Wa wo sha. Suban bia me wom no. Say na affect my family. Yankwasra. Into one say or personality traits be or you outgoing into to me affecting the family members. No, young na high, young bonko mokakra, young kwasrawi, meboa. Into one casa have a self-reflection, have a personal reflection. Lady now what's on or ginjina brabum. And you may me think about yourself, reflect on your life. What am I doing, good or bad, that is affecting my family, positively or negatively? A negative bium. Ebia sasubaya mi wumi, and no idea nimguasi bre me buswing. Bringing embarrassment onto my family. This behavior of mine, what can I do? Today is my decision day. I'm going to change about it. I'm going to change it so that men so mebusia for whom they'll be proud of me and to have a personal reflection. Yes, so what done for such a madam for Namina all day. When the character of a man is not clear to you, look at his friends. One cause I'll show be nice and say, if we crown any wine. Na kwabiba na odanda ne ho ba na wa hye ne shirt bi wa tum ba ko wo soro ba ko wo fom ba ko wo mfimfi ensa o se na we so we madam for pa no na o hye ne so no wonder meboa nti na wo hye da hu ne yie, but because of the friend you can tell that akwo onye papa boy we pa or no oba be Valentine you oba be me line debi enkoyi. So what are the qualities of a good friend? Friends are trusted companions, people you can share your joys and your frustrations with, people who believe in you. And ya adamfo or no akra when you woni. Adamfo bi wo ho a woni wa ya adamfo a wonim say na what say, but he doesn't even believe in what you can do. That person is not a friend though. Onya adamfo. Oye hwan? Oye casual bi keke ana meboa. Oye obi a wotwam bi keke. Nti your close friends, your acquaintances, your casual friends, but no, they have the greatest influence on your behavior next to your parents. Friends, nti monshe namfo ye pa. Namfo. Choosing your friends is one of the most critical decisions you will ever make. Choosing your friends. Nti me hwa ye mpanyimfo kra ye tete ha no ye kai ye trim ya damfo bia ye nya ni mre bi meboa na enne adamfo no da so ya brabo mu anase sa adamfo no kra ya janesi kwan so baby. Remember, friends are also role models. What kind of friend are you? My friend, you, the one in the gray color. What kind of friend are you? Tell me. A loyal friend. Yentina wo kan ya na sanity. Sir, a loyal friend. What again? My sister in black. What kind of friend are you? Honest friend. So what qualities do you look out for in your friends? What qualities? Yes, you. Who can be trusted? Yes, you. No, you. The one in blue. Someone who is truthful. Now, who penny in answer? Now, so share whom? Self or no? Also share who pay honest person. Now we are honest. Are you honest? Are you truthful? Are you loyal? The whole person be a loyal. And so what they only loyal. Be slow to judge if you're a good friend. If you want to be a good friend, And you feel na we know ye and we no supervise de bia wo pena ye e wo wiase. Try not to judge others based on first impression. But I think crazy say oh akwe do onye. And so now when you must some crop pie see you don't really know what happened, but you have already judged the person. Make some effort. What they be what chance obi nebeye bibia mano. Obi nebeba na where. Sometimes you have to be proactive and make the effort first. Don't always wait for people to do something for you as a good friend. And look for chances to build relationships. Oh, how many times we do that? I was just checking on you. When you call somebody and tell the person, I was just checking on you, the partner appreciating it so much. Why you be that? The little things. The little acts of kindness. I'm so sorry I said this to you. Forgive me. It helps to build the relationship. Make yourself more likable. You can't make people like you, but you can make yourself likable. Ma enkofo eni nye wo ho. Enya ba efo se enkofo be pe wa asem but one kasa the way obetoto niema no ebe ma enkofo ayeden ama o mani agye wo ho. Oba wa sorry kama ye kasa na nke ye program yi na wa bantem ene mo nyina mo ba late o aden. So become aware of your weaknesses. One kasa say edru maybe ana no kreka ya odin kakra. Okay, mami hu sade we na mentwe me ho free ho. Be inclusive. Don't be afraid to allow new people. Bo say de yan ye ba new life ayan ye sha ase. Nti na sha ase nti de. Nti omo ba ne de omo nka ho. Be inclusive. So allow some people. And almost say wo ye ni na wo hwe omo sumayon. Nye say allow nti na obia but wo hwe omo sumayon but nyame fie kra de ye njage sa. Obia ye potential candidate to heaven. You do things right and then it affects all the other people and treats unkindness with what? Kindness. It's easy to be nice to people who are nice to you. This person has been visiting me and or sending me WhatsApp. Say no normal. But what about those who do not send you WhatsApp? Have you tried sending anybody a message? No, you don't do that. So the challenge is being nice to mean people. Show that person that you like him or her. Show that person. Let that person know that. Yes, sir, it goes a long way. Okay. Now, afi so you'll be a wouldn't call for from putting people down. Oh, you're a good friend that you try to lift others up and be a good listener. And be a good listener if you're a good friend. Or you were down for. Oh, this is the problem I have. Oh, can was some na no so. Hi, me cry sao. Me cry me how we. When you are that person is also interrupting with his or her problem. You are not a good friend. Listen to what the person is saying. You might have or you may have the same problem, but and that's not why the person is coming to you. Don't shift attention from your friend's problem to one of your own. Good friends leads to healthy relationships. Good friends comes with honesty, commitment, mutual respect. The love, care, and encouragement you receive from your friends are good for your mental health. You can mental health. What you know, send you usifa drinking, and send you usifa affective behavior. One can also buy more. That's the way in your healthy relationships. I almost said, "Debiano." One can say, "What you need is so papa." Into healthy relationships, a boapa. Yate relationship be a friend of platonic. Yate da. Yate platonic relationship da. Yate da. Platonic. Because we be a platonic ding. It doesn't involve intimate bonds or it doesn't involve sex or romance. But you be a good friend, but when you near maybe asa so sani pano ubeti me why you just want to be with that person. O person was so tinase ubuni pano ujini tum but unini ni ene maybe fa sex so sa ebeti me aye oba na one ne wo sa anyonkofa de beti me aye bema na one wo ya sa anyonkofa no ba eboa yen mental health pa so wo bi sa one ne share nkomo ne ade a eboa wo nti so one obo ho say me de me ni adamfo namfo de omonye oboa e se onya adamfo ba ko bi a obeti me ne di nkomo meka ba ko bi enya namfo miensa ehu it's dangerous. Oh, na it's not like intentional say bia omo be ye bibi but once me ne wone no ye namfo no mo mienu mo hia mo bedi nkomo meka say wo ho mebel nkra me ho na chew na no kra oba ha o na nse bi obeke kan ye na ahya ase to mo mienu makan mo hia me amu ni sa nkomo no me nso me ni we hia na no kra kuku ba ha ono kra na no wo kan ho asem bi adan na kuku ko kasa fa ho sa so ho na namfo no ho de eye bo ho ana emu atete nti wunya ba ko bi na wo ne kan wasem a eboa pa nhwehwe mo ama ye hu say platonic friendships can help reduce the risk of diseases, lower your risk for depression, anxiety, and boost your immunity. So wo bia one ne share won komo asem to wa wonim say I can take a telephone and call this friend and he will calm me down. Oh yes, reduce your risk of depression, it boosts immunity. Now so edru mebia platonic relationship etimi kodie mu etimi radie mu where ye dey romantic relationship and no feelings no wo ho obi be say feelings ye me ana attention, attraction, love, infatuation, intimacy, commitment, passion wo mu pa at the start no people typically experience strong feelings of wo hia na wontimi o wo hia na wontimi na o the ben na sister kra me say hu ni biom eboa na ne wo Facebook kra de ne 2 minutes bia wo hwe ne wall no so wo hwe ne picture no na me boa eno ne efe ne romantic relationship no eno bon se na bibi pian enso ya no slow down kakra so during the passion, during that period, the brain releases some chemicals. You're from neurotransmitters. It be a dopamine, it be a serotonin, it be a oxytocin. And no nema unya sa feeling no. Na wunti jai. Unhunya wanya wo. So sa fire na eba wo mu no. Sa adwene no e release sa ade no. Nanso umonsa mo kwa mo na mfoni mo kwa na ye den brass familiarity na brass na afei mo nya more emotional intimacy mo temo asiye mo nya ntiase trust commitment na ade na eno so asate ye den efifi nkakra sa. Healthy relationships require communication and intimacy skills. Eboa ema wutime totso wo emotions, emotional regulation, wonyon no bibi koso na brabo ma wonso wonya saa atenka no empathy wankasa so timi ji wo di say relationship no ne eme wo mo ye respect kindness etimi ma wonya saa de no nanso relationship no ho nye papa unhealthy ones no controlling behavior was why na frɛ Mami show WhatsApp no. Mami read it do offer. When I send you voice recording, mami ntie. Obi send you voice recording ever ho ben. Just say unless the person wants you to listen. Don't force it. You listen. But don't go and take your friend's phone because you want to know what is going on in his or her life. Oh yes, sir, that relationship is unhealthy. Emotional abuse. Yeah, I was saying because you didn't let me listen to you. And your Valentine wouldn't be. Valentine, some movie much at Ayaka. Aha. Mobile bomb no na here do much. Aha. Emotional abuse. I me home family. I me feel so me resting to me. Be emotional abuse in the piano. No. If you don't say your physical aggression, pa. When him say young people so aggression cause one. Ye be call abuse so be. Even university students, secondary school students. Then you see that the girlfriend did something, the boyfriend did something they didn't appreciate, they'll slap you. Yes. And then you wonder, the person is not married to you yet, and the person is slapping you. So when he marries you, what will happen? So, unhealthy relationships, good relationships don't just happen. No. If you want a good relationship, it doesn't just happen. They take time, patience, and two people who truly, truly, truly want to be together. So we'll see. You want a good relationship? It takes two people to do what? To tango. Have you heard that expression before? It takes two to tango. If there's a problem, it should involve the two of you. And ye bako for so into one send your mosan. Sa ne samoye. So si Valentine need ye. Asa we are the DBD. And our papa so for no intimacy. Okay. So mutual respect is very important in any good relationship. Trust, communication. I think I've mentioned a lot of these. Okay. So let's look at unhealthy relationships. Unhealthy relationships. How do we start a healthy relationship? How do you start it? You have to show interest in the other person. Then I smile. Hello. And you say, what's now why you to say Egyptian mamia, now when you're down for debut. It doesn't happen that way. You have to smile, you have to show interest. Oh, now why you say the Jadan chance, no why you say. So now so why you say you quay so then find the things that you have in common. Once or buy any panel, I bet for Mike or Tonyum. Also, when it's no now so have a fan also to be. Let's just a more common interest. So, a one common shasia, a best so likes playing soccer, a be a mobile keep fit near the don't any pay way nor pay, also when it's instruments, no more bobby. Any a day, ni na boa Emma relationship on mutimi shasia. Nti mo pe baby am wetimi akotena enye baby born you because house of waha empese ba akotena baby basa nti ebia sam eyi bia wo bi so anu atena mo bon komo so enkomo keke wo nye bibia more than that testing social media ne ade be bio now for say mo betimi aye so mo ye now for mo start relationship common interest ben sir. Can you give me one? You can watch a movie. Good movie, oh. You pese e be nema basa. Inti movie fine. No more share. Aye tufo. Oh, movie is nice, oh. Me name some movie way da. Tyler Perry movie. Deben. Diary of a Mad Black Woman or something. Have you watched that movie before? It's a very nice movie. It tells you a lot about relationships. So, and also a Christian-based movie. Let the relationship progress naturally. Don't impose yourself. A man ye pesa, or be frewa, or baby and any human, or be frewa sa, or friend sa, or be losing interest. That's how men are. They like to be given a gap. For the first time, man a gap. The ladies, I'm talking to you. Don't be calling him. No. Obefa so cry we cheap dodo. Man gap no. Most have no show. So let it develop gradually. Obo honso so through no fault of yours no. People don't click. Ibo ha one ne be ya on shadan click papa. Je chire men ye na yi and don't let it get you down. Perfofo. So enti uhu enkrofo a omo ne enkrofo nkasa yie omo ye nipa basa say nipa we ne relationship ma emwa. For some people who have grown up around these things, bo wani fie kasa na nye mama kasa nye papa kasa nye, they all don't talk well, so they see it as sanity. It is not okay to talk to people anyhow. It is not okay to be mean to people. So don't take it as okay. If you take it as okay, you will not get a good relationship. You carry those things on, and then it would continue from generation to generation. So it is not okay. When a boyfriend or a girlfriend uses verbal insults, mean language, nasty put downs, get physical, it's a sign of verbal, emotional, or physical abuse. Catch us and I'll cry ding, and then rasta na wabui. Hey, Obi Kansa Jones and Nipano, he's not the right person for you. So rasta na wabonenye fe cry. That is not how he will communicate it. Oh, I say, oh, ya na come on. I say, ahana ntomu ye papa. So, waka asem no. And so, we beka say. Na din eti na ne de wakobui ne mienu no de ahen anka ape se first one ye so eno be mu akoma to yem se nipa no appreciate se wuti no ya wo bo ne kama so ne de e kakra wo nti next time no kwa so sir, that is how it should be. Nti ask yourself, does your boyfriend or your girlfriend get angry when you don't drop everything for him? Bo ne ni nya argument kakra bi e se wo jemu. Oh, yes, sir. There's a problem. Or criticize the way you look. Send your makan. And now say, be a hopper. On persone afofo ebenanti. He doesn't want you to see other people. He doesn't want you to test other people. He always wants to be the only one communicating with you. Is it possible? Is that possible? So if you are doing that here, know that you are not in a healthy relationship. You are not in a healthy relationship. What are some of the consequences of unhealthy relationships? Loss of confidence. One kasanubo se na wa kofom wonye unhu ni biu. Fi se nipa na won ne wo ho no da bia o de wo hyefom. Always o pese o blame you. It's my fault. It's because I didn't talk well. Who said so? You see? You feel isolated and afi ko do a chire kra. Then you run into what? Depression. Now depression is common among young people. Even in Ghana. I'm telling you. Even in Ghana. More young people are getting depressed because of these relationships we find ourselves in. And we don't manage ourselves well. It is some person be going to depression. Sunday maya ye kan enyumre tie. Na fabo bra na hu say me ankasa no ese me yedan me do me ho ansa na ma yedan makose obi no me ana say makose me kwa akodo obi na emsama kan abuse ne ho ne manti mescape kakra on say me ka no won so wan mama nsa so obebo no young people nti obi e jealous bebra hu say nipa no be hawo nti obekọ wanim. Now say, who say who was our how ni man? What do? You seek for help. You don't stay on. Young person, unyang worry yempo yebo. Now be worry the then a beto. Inti nipa no enyo no na be worry no. The moment nipa no be kasa basa and also then sabe ball no, that is not the person for you. You have to move on. Papa so for wa and then enko kasa. Man for you because so very pet asam na cow so. A cow so na a kun. It's eating you up. Na the depression na eba no. Sir, into papa so for waha. Papa so for shena e beyond him. Obe frɛ obi a ono so be den. Obetimi ayeden. Aboa. Into no, don't keep it to yourself. No one deserves to be hit. shoved or forced into anything they don't want to do. Obieniho. So, he loves you. She loves you. So she has that right to hate you, to talk to you anyhow. No. Ensi. Enti mema ninsi. Why? Mema ninsi that. No one deserves to do that. Enti, me baby someone sa in same way. If your best friend were bossy, cruel, or aggressive towards you, you'll probably find a new best friend. But some people think it's okay to tolerate such behavior from a partner. Why? Why? Or relationship or how be musa. Now team. Or be catch a now catch and so we be a dear way I cost with the engine film. So, na man the ding. I then a nipa no first or yes, sir. I then a nipa ne besa. Obi moye, pay for me bet me aboying. I then now for send nipa ne be yes, help us. Lack of self-love, low self-esteem. Of also jaya on your bia. Now, it means that you feel you are nobody. That is why you will not get anybody. Do you think it's easy or hard to live an unhealthy relationship? Is it easy or hard? Tell me. Is it easy or hard? It's hard. Why? Give me some reasons. Why is it hard?
Sometimes some memories and all that.
Memories, no. Yeah, no, nothing. Mommy, What's happening? Madam, can you help us? What's happening? Why is it hard to live unhealthy relationships? Relationship, anyhow, or for one people. Or twadia crunch oda Valentine no wa petwa yaka and so that suit him ada na untimi free mu ada wait me aboy madam no oposa nani no boa me why
Sometimes we do trade-offs. Maybe there are other good aspects of the person that we cannot do away with.
So you hold on to the bad ones. Okay. All right, fine. You try to balance it. But what I'm saying is not something that would, put you into mental health issues. Because like I said early on, we are all not perfect. You who is at the receiving end, you even have challenges yourself. But something that will drop your self-esteem and make you not believe in yourself, you lose your confidence, no. You don't have to continue, especially when the person is not prepared to change. And you are not the one who will change that person. That person would have to change by him or herself. Okay, so if you saw a friend being abused or abusing someone else, would you get involved? Would you get involved? Yes. If you saw a friend being abused or abusing someone, what would you do? Yes. You advise the person to stop. It depends. It depends on what? It depends on what? What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? Can't tell me. Obey your day. Obey's house rule. Yes, madam. Abusive. Wow. Wow. So you see how it is? You see, the emotions are involved. Ne ho akodim. Aha, enti esa na yedin. But ni nyina mu no, you have to be able to talk some sense into the person gradually. Don't judge the person. Yeah, na yempempi, we are quick to judge. Adende ne how. Wonu kwa ne bema. Yeah, na nye easy sa. So, you see a real answer one. Our contribution. Okay, go on.
Sometimes I also think that it's a stigma. For example, like in the church, all they realize that they can't stand that. So we have
Biafa. And also to me ha. Na no so to me ha no. And also so to me ha. And the all can is true. Because when it happens like that, you see that no other person wants to be with you. Because girl we say ya boy winning and antia and to person just on my radar. But you need to do something. And even if you cannot do it, you need to get help from somewhere else. Into a psychologist, into a counselor, into a pastor. Men nasi, men kase, na nkofobe kasa. Because the more I want to the more na dia ni chew. Na a real more. Mo say no why basa. Nice girl. I feel what I wish you na basa. Utri why basa. Who will come for you? Nobody. So it is important that edru wa nipa nankasa ade na eto no onhu enti wa wo wone ho no enti na make us say ye boaboa ye ho. You have to find ourselves in good relationships. Say na be ya nipa no betimi abo obeka bibi a kire wo say ade we bo modern wo de me bompa ya ma wate me ni we so be kasa ebe yesi na nipa no so ho say some people do what care about me. But who Jan say ono ankasa adenti wani nhwade de ekoso wu ono onhu. So you have to support that person. Where are they? The slides. Okay. So when you notice someone does something toxic the first time, don't wait for the second time before you address it. Because it's here a better sibium. Intina, why you won't be fast and sibium. Standing alone is better than standing with people who hurt you. So unkwa betna na for 4 or 5 years uni relationship mu na se a year since say ube relationship mu na de bia you are getting hurt. A healthy relationship doesn't drag you down. It inspires you to be a better person. Yes, that's what a healthy relationship should do for you. Not to drag you down. Not to make you tan. Then now, won't you mean about life because oh boy no, you know, or sorry him, or also some person who be na boys for na ba be fa. And you know, you can win in a healthy relationship, see. And finally say me bra, you have gotten a healthy relationship. Now you have seen this lady. So before you say I do, what do you do? Before you say I do. It's not just about nipano dress shepe no. Any Sunday Pre-Valentine. Wow beba. Meboa. Wig. Shoe. Bag meboa. Inti mema na no money na etwase. Mo win mo. It's before you say I do. Nti akosha mansane ya menu na gina ho no. Omo ba be ko aware mu. Niema ben na ese omo hwe pacho betimi ache we na ma. Niema ben. Em say ya titi bi. Nanso anwumre ye be hu kakra aka ho. Niema ben na ese ye hwe. Niema ben na ese ye hwe. Ask yourself what you want. Ask yourself. Please give me one. Ask yourself what you want. A day na me pe. What do I want in a man? What do I want in a woman? Day na me pe. Now when him dia pe. And now okay. You are just doing it because other people are also doing it. So ask yourself, do you want a woman who is God-fearing? Do you want a woman who dresses well? Or you want a woman who is always in heels? You want a woman who is always with slippers? What do you want? Will you be able to get on with the other person's family members? When we meet somebody, we think, no. Oh, worry obia. A woman say, and then kakra. You are marrying the person's family too. Now, the family members, when you do you like them? Can you be with them? Michelle Obi, or say, oh no dear, ne husband, ne family members, no. What to me, no more fine cry. Because so before the marriage itself, know them. Okwa, she send your mo show, she send your money o kasa. Ubeti mi ana, would you be able to hang on with them? And yes, oh, you worry about you. Now, one here ain't ye da. Especially more expenses or mom pewasema. Inti ye family no, because nipa no ebusuya bi na awo no. Eye den ya, so obeja wo mo, no aba wo ho. Inti se, ubetimi ene ono nko akode a. Na ene watu ho fo. Is he or she emotionally available? Emotionally available? Bibi yawa ote. Tama munya nwura mu no. Bibi yawa ote. Wate se na no kra wukọ adwuma. Moka akokọ sesi kwa mu. Nti wantimi anto aso. Ekire no na ese wugya de wuye na na san befi. Ofrɛ o. Wanfrɛ ukra na afi na abɛbɔ amane nso so no wate o. Oh, nti asɛm to me nti wonte ye. Sɛ nipa no hwɛ wo hu yi. Ɔmfa wo ho. That person is not emotionally available for you. Discuss faith or religious issues. Discuss faith or religious issues. Oba presby. Atubetimi akohia Methodist ni. Ubetimi akwakohia Church of Christ ni. Ubetimi akwakohia SDA ni. Oba ene sei. O zei na ya Christopher. Ye na ya Christopher mum. Nanso niema nkitinkiti bi ewo ho a echiche ye mum ebo a. Ubetimi agina ano. Ese obisa wo ho saa ansa wakom. Me minim nkofo a omoye me church members a omaware Pentecost, a Church of Christ ebinum woman no baba kubi ebinum o makra nti wo be ne den nso so nyanka wo na oye no ma mo kwa asori abomebo a nti dwene saade no ho menka se ye na ye kwa asori menka ne saa papa so for mebo a wo ka ne saa ebe hawo because wo be wo nkwala na wie no na nkra no mo hu ba bi o mo fa. And no more Church of Christ, a channel by Presby, I didn't know Baptist, I didn't know more ye. And Chronicle, you're confused to think about religious issues. Maybe I remember what can be. Do you both have the ability to forgive? Oh, yeah, Nadia, what you made a check. Feel comfortable in who you are. Put yourself first. One kasa. What do I want? Me. And yes, I feel now uko play out bibia many pan and I feel draw a renum na say what's not reserve or change obey bibia mana. Now I feel to complain ba. Say before that no now we bibia. Uko kra kwesi ne ma meboa. And then the one where I was in cinema. Nah, and cinema now with Jabby Biabo so. Satan no with Jabby Biabo so now you. Now we could see Ekotunina. Know if he really wants to marry. There are a lot of men. Me bema, but me shouldn't be big a car from bema. Mema be brave, I'm commitment to. I won't pay. Onyanka, more, na more sa. But to pinning it down on pay or person explore. Intino, who say ni pano or person worry. And I say, when I will push na say more worry, now we set it date, ubo crown a to Tonyema. Mewa, somebody baby, I to Tonyema see. Huh? And a plate, ni saucepan, or to Tony Nego. So, me cry me be added though. I have everything, so you don't have to worry. Hey, sir, you have everything. He doesn't have to worry. And then when you enter the marriage, you do everything. Oh, you buy everything. Heed through red flags. Share red flags in the saying. When in the family, or what is saying. Family be or person be a baby room. You're from a meshed family. So who bisa na enkomo bia mo bedi bia oni na busua kodi ansa wanya homwa ya brewa oboa aware na nye yeda so a meshed family okwa akona kan EMESHED sade ne ehu pa nti so hu sa wo partner no oni ne family ne tesa na ono nko antimi ne ho a you're careful because if you're not mubedi crown, no mubeka momedi. Yes. Or you're inconsistent or lack empathy. Relationship na mu woman na mu nyang ware no de bia o person no ye bibi. Who says nipa no there's something wrong. Examine your compatibility. Nipa no one ne ko. Choose somebody who is honest, trustworthy, sincere. Discuss your finances. Hey, sikasem. Say na mobile musika. Musika mobile ne say. My boss who dey meba. How are you going to deal with your monies? Bemano, some of the ladies think that when we marry, is the man who gives chop money, right? What we call chop money. And to undo nyani sika, shene hu boko. Bear man is abe worry me, so he has to build a house for me and my children. He has to do this, he has to do this. So what are you doing? Discuss that thing first before you go into the marriage. Bro say, "Eni de sika be bom why? Woni sika be bom ho. Woni sika be bom, o de ye ba ne aba be ken no." Manage transparency. Do you or your partner have habits like onomonsa? Waka treo. And now what? Says I only nan fufu hia omonomonsa. What? But unim there should be transparency. Gambling a bet in yabe. Otwa bi pans unim. Consider sex and intimacy issues. How often? Be rawari mo bi se ni nyina o mo ni san komo no because obi wo ho no ma da ne da so you are not ready for that. So what do? So discuss those issues. Mo rawari ni ma changes kakra betimi aba but anam so mo di ho nkomo ni nti mo ni ba bia mo ye dai mo free na mo nka ho asem o ji se relationship na no a na beko Debbie and Wanko. Discuss your future plans. How many children do you want? With me per 2, with me per 1, with me per 3, or with me per 5. I feel more raw anymore. Was me the 1 or 5 and a major. Sir, to discuss all that. Discuss all that. Maybe I see a little discussion before I go on to the last bit. Let me ask you. Musika semno. Do you obia? Kebi woho? Woka? Kebi woho? waka ho asem ibia wakwaji loan bi waka ho asem odi ate na mu wura mu wia sese ya ye baako o say we are one nti ye na ye ka nti ye dua mum meboa me ma ne se ai there be entua mum because one ka wo kan yanka nipa no behunu de obeye ne ho nti if so how much and for what do you have savings wo sika bi eda baby kan ho asem o kan ho asem. What are your beliefs about savings? Obo wa ompe savings o onyamuni ni nyina ne obi ho nso a opese mo sika mo di 50% to ho nti mo beye ne den kai sa ne mani nyina na mo ni ho nkomo. Think about all that. How are you spending? Mo sika sam no mo di sika ne sen obo wa opene ma totato so especially who so discuss it. Me mama example be maybe me there me worry for no na me call my husband chen me worry wo outside nti ababa wapa me do abrochi nti me ra shop eni me yiwe afi me yiniema na brother ni jan wo si Nema we nyina. So, the yam shin. Fi say, na just wonim se me nema ne sa. Me so me feel say nema na me no kra ye den. E moderate too. So, na afi obi ama worry a day or two. Na afi mo start ekun. E wo nema amoto ho. Mebo a. Sa. Nti mudi ho nkomo na mu hu sane. Akosu a opene ma totato akosu ya brew ne ma ne a ototo no ase kakra so ho na yetimi di sika ne bia de sie nti ye ho na me hu se ampa o ene ma na ye mom na nso me hia ne nyina akra sisi a nti me jebi na next time na meboa so we save some of the money. So look at your spending drive, the two of you. Many people patoto on pe designer near meboa. Aye, t-shirt to grow pe designer. Hey, discuss issues about children. And mofrano, say me kind obi pe bebre, obi pe ketuebi, me peketuebi, me kunsu pe bebre. Enti e be ne den. Sa nneema ni na ese mudi ho nkomo. What are your beliefs about raising children? Obu hono ma ompen kwala atia. Obu oso a open kwala atia odi aba. Mo di sa asam no ho nkomo. Some obu bo ho amude eti. Aba mutiri mu po. Emma ye kra. The wodwe ho ane wedding gown no. Meboa. Ene de dekopa pa bi. Meboa. Aha, any cake, hanging cake. Say no na wo save usika na any container wo betwa no. Na bisa ho se o ma no sen. Bi obeka se o enuru ho. E bedru ho kra na wo hu. Enti check that as well. Disciplining your children. What do? Be on the same page about housing. You bet my rented place there bia na say ya ye besi edan. Obo ho a on peso besi ne dan. O pese there bia one room. E ho na mote. Nti e ho so monka ho asem pa. Obo ho a o ware wa ha. Ono excuse me, I want do you have an extension somewhere? Mine is in the bag. So bring it so that I'll connect it. Connect it. Nti obi o wa waware wa ha but oye adwuma wo Kumasi. Are you willing to leave and join him in Kumasi? Are you willing to leave and join her in Tamale? Nti ni na ese odwene ho yie pa ansa na wakwa aware anim. Manage your expectations. Nti when about hunkuku anim? When about room? Obema no. Ana oba no. Aha. And then what men can do, women can also do. And Tiasan Kuko also room be. It drew her now be who's about Kuko anymore. You have to be careful with these little things. They break up marriage. He will tell you some of the things that come before him. Niema, into amuja ware. She, no pa. Manage your expectations. Mommy no more ye juma. Are you both working? Mobile is saying, we now mobile kwa juma. Titan beko na mubenya mrama mo ho. Obo onso a o se nye oba no tena fie na. Me kai se obi o se an. Me pese me ware wona me kwa adwuma ba ya na obi ani fie. Enti nipa no opese o kire sai. Opese okono obaba to fie. Enti wo no wonye obi a okwa ba to fie keke. So enti ye ho no oka sa na wadwuna ba se akwen adwenbone wo ni tirim. Enti manage transparency. Ono monsa fa pie. Mani hu na wankwa nkote wa abonten. Na ono monsa adan na ono monsa nsunsuanso bone a ensa wo nipadua no so wadwene ho ni nyina wahu se o manso so betimi aye bio. Because children learn a lot through observation. Nti ni nyina muni hu nkomo untimi a menkom. Menka ya wari obejai. Ya wari a onyaye o. Onyaye. Nti obi wo ho nso a na ohwe pornography. Woni ni wo ho ya ebo okra no mienu na mo hwe. Mo wari a, can you manage that? Nti mo nwene hu yie. Discuss your faith and also maka consider sex and intimacy. Yes, mema kra de anka be bosumi bia anka utimi ko be 27 times wa. Kebe boa pa. What is our research no? Na ema no mo betimi de. Enti no. Ka ho asem o. Wan ka ho asem na ukowura mu na afei. Da bia. Ti muni ho nkomo. So ho. Men fancy muni ho nkomo. Obo ho a wo ye active pa. Also, Obano so bo wa wonya active. Into mo ya ne den. Ni na mo ne hu nkomo as mature people. Men fancy say ya ware a ye behu. Mo ware a mo hu. And I discuss your future plans. Into makani 90 sa na ma we wo de keep. Ye wie na our question bi na waba. Into the last thing we'll look at is please the slide. The slide. No, go. The ABC of building healthy relationships. I know I'm person odi kofi. The ABC. Into ukonyina na da utrim. ABC. A is what? Awareness. Be aware. Have general knowledge. And using what you know to respect others and demand respect from others. Hunu dia wope. Wankasa. Now, the consequences of unhealthy relationship. Now, say loss of confidence, depression, feeling isolated. Be aware of them. Prevent violence. When you know that this person is violent, emotionally, physically. Be balanced. Avoid one-sided relationship. Relationship be na one side. Una wo ye bibia, una wo di nkomo, we di ompekasa. Nti da bia una you are doing the talking all the time. It is not a balanced relationship. Avoid it. You don't have to. And also obi wo so a be ma no. Bibia de obeka na esa wo fa. You are he's the only one who says and then it should happen. No. Power and control. And no, it would end in abuse. Communication is key to staying balanced in a relationship. Both of you need to recognize that you have valuable opinions. Be balanced. Be balanced. Okay. So make sure you have time to do all these things. If you change in a relationship and adopt all the other person's favorite things, hobbies, lifestyle, we won't play football. And so Onyonku Inti says, we're here ball. By force, we are Manchester United. We won't pay. Into the day. Not just when you go home. Mention I'm a mean fimu. And then as a woman, no one depending who said, deal with the many shadan home. Into the football, no dear. But oh, sha, if you are meant medding, may be Binanti as I juma. And also, the match now on chain. Maybe I may kind book be an I be now also enjoy football. So, sir, men co prepare who enco fa a yibia when in you bia and choice. So, be aware, be balanced, and have a choice. Most importantly, conscious choices. What colors now offer mono? You will blue, you will red, you will green. Being able to decide what the next step is in the relationship. The relationship you come okay. Where are you heading towards? How you should have a goal. You cannot be in that forever. You should get somewhere. There should be a next step and you should be aware of it. This is a common excuse teens use for getting into emotional or sexual situations they don't know how to handle. Into only choice and one is one. I hope say it doesn't happen here. And I say we are not going to do it, right? Good. So we should have a choice. Remember, a healthy relationship starts with how you feel about yourself. Be aware what is happening on the media. And now it's not even the print media. It's what? Social media. Be aware of how it can affect you and your relationship. Ntari omo share, mpabo omo share, niema omo ye, na wo share, na no ehu the social media. What was happening on it? The way you kolo, be careful. Be true to yourself and keep people in your life who make you feel good. If you're having concerns, talk to Papa, talk to Doc, talk to me, talk to a friend, talk to an elderly person you trust. That is what will bring you out of that unhealthy relationship. The last thing I'll say is that run your relationships. Don't do what? Don't let them run you. Today, what you have to do is to take a stand. Take a stand for healthy relationships. That is what I ask of you this evening. Take a stand. Don't just be part of the people going or moving. Take a stand that today I want to have a healthy relationship. What do I do? Where am I starting? And we have said a lot. Thank you very much, and God bless us all. Check Akraba will ask if there are some questions. Then a few discussions here and there. If you are paying for be boying, near me ye wo pepe bi so na ye hu. Send ya ye be no. Contribution. Question. It's welcome.
Okay. Doc, my question is on the part like for future plans in the home. Most of the time, I even have experience on that. I used to have a friend. She doesn't want to be known. But I also wanted to be a politician. I was much interested in partisan politics. And Oyobia, she realized that this guy, what he wants to do, he will go far with it. And Oyobia, she doesn't want to be known. Like,
come into the limelight, right?
Yes. And because of that, I had to kill that dream of entering into partisan politics. So, and it happens. Sometimes, obi woha, or say mimpo bia, or kwako disofo, it happens. Obi woha nene was say me disofo de mempe. That's the same thing that happened. And I was marching to her. And because of that, I had to forgo that politics thing. So my question is, when it happens like that, I'm no more there. I'm no more in that relationship again. But next time, if it should happen to any of us,
what do you do?
What do you do?
Good. Okay, thank you. Me kabia na papa so for so di bia so. Say you killed your dream because you wanted to be with her. And you may what baby. You come first. You don't kill your dream. Nipa no enti na ye wo ye share ade na say be aware there should be a what? Balance. Nti se nipa no na ne je ho a ese mutimi ye de moto scales so a eye sei eni se ba akokọ ha na ba akọ wosoro so nti ebia this man I've met, this is what he wants. Me, I don't want it. Muntimi nko so mo betimi akọ a je se mo ye den mo ye compromise na se say emfa ne se na wo kodi assemblyman ana say MP amaso obey so we anya no enti say wo ye den so now you feel so disappointed in yourself one share when you be kra ne wan kasa wo betimi aye wo bone kra so enti no yeah ye wan yina young people are here ye careful. Love yourself. Have a good relationship with yourself. Know what you want. Don't let somebody come and dictate into your life. Yes, you pay, and I saw man is happening. And you nipa. So we are disappointed. I go into depression. Go into depression. To one year, a children and then go for kunkumo. Say it da, or say my life is not worth living. No kuno. Inti papa so fem pacho bwane kakra mai ene ye mrante ene ye mabawa no
Doc, I'm say the wakana de no. I think in relationships we should not sacrifice our own dreams for that of others. We should always look at the bigger picture. And I think the issue of compromises also comes. So if the person that you wanted to be in a relationship with is not willing to also make compromises, then you should revalue what is at stake in the relationship, because it's not always the case that this should happen. Na meda achia sebi minim se no na be ma metumi aye ne mani beje no na oba binti ana be ma binti mentumi ennu no wa na chese kwan bi so no me de no asesa ono de nti mohwe ya ewie me ka say we busa question be say, are the sacrifices we are making worth it? Because we are in a relationship, but sometimes we think that near that sort of near man so say your life is almost every time being degraded by that relationship. You should not waste time. Please break it now so that you can start a new one as early as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Papa. And so I can't be brave. I know you've learned your lessons. And young people here, wa share a story. Wa ya de pa, wa ka kire yen ti fa betu trim. When you find yourself in such a relationship, you think twice. That's your, come on.
Auntie, will you agree with me that most times, before people get into marriages, they don't take into consideration physical intimacy and emotional intimacy. I was reading, okay, I like to read a lot. I like to research a lot. One thing I've seen why most marriages break up is because people mostly tend to focus on physical intimacy more than emotional intimacy. So most of the times when their sexual relations become too much and become tired of the person, they tend to seek refuge in other people. And as we know, we are Christians, we know that to be adultery. So most of the times, I also think that the couples, before getting into marriage, should also take into consideration what intimacy they might be getting into, what type, and every single thing they should consider before getting into the relationship.
Yes, it's very important. Thank you so much. Sexual intimacy. If that is your focus for that relationship you are in, then you are in for trouble. Because, you see, with time, you will lose it. And when you lose it, then what would you hold on to? When you haven't developed any emotional intimacy or any physical intimacy with whoever you are with. And as young people, we like to explore. We like to do this, we like to do that. But when you continue to do that, then you realize that, this one cry, I'm tired of. Then you want to go to another person. These things do not help. So consider these things very well before you enter into any marriage. What are you doing in this, your present relationship? And how is that going to affect your marriage in the future? Would you even be able to move on with this person that you have done all you want to do with? You know. Thank you very much. Yes? Any contribution? Any questions? Are we taking the pebbles? That's my Valentine. Oh. So eat. Eat it well and enjoy it.
Okay, Doc. So, me will assemble. Let's see how they are made. Say a dozen pa. Emre Ben. Na mo be discuss sad way. Because of tea and ye. Now what the list to her. Marco. Because hey, Bana man, Bana a lawyer.
Okay. Okay.
No, be discussed that way.
Me that was a good question. Okay, I did so when they say, we no, say ye be waiting na me do we abe to hear you. Unko paper went to hona, da ube shia as soon as he be out say, hey, you way ya can wasem. Yan is sa. De bia mon komodie mu no. On relationship bia bejina communication hu hia. De bia mon komodie mu no pe bibi na ka ho asem. Me kai say me nyi no. Me tre sa asem we. Obo ho a be ma bi wo ho a wo hia na. Mema bebre omo nkasa bebre te say mma kasa pa. Nti de me tre sa asem no na me tie relationship programs for radio so pa. Those times na omoye bi wo Unique FM. Nti me ya na me tie de omo kan nti omo kan na me de bia to me trim. Nti whoever me ni no relation me share na me person conversation ba up no. Ina no me tie yi no say na no omo kan odwene ho sen. Omo se ne nipa no so de na adwen ye den oba. Na ode ba ni na sisi sa nema we bi so. Oba no wan kan se ni ye kwa me pa nka menye ne sa no we bisa ne sentika wo nka be ne sen no wo hu se nipa ne sika se menye den enye yi so enti nkomodidie mu na sa ne ma we nyina abeba wo, but you also have to make a conscious effort to ask about them. Ehu hia pa bisa enti okra unya nka be wo masen so oso me de me no so e busuam ntim pese mo bebre mo so sha awo bebre yi emwa wo So, I then now beka. Oh, me de me yanka be pe mienu bio. Hey, mienu. I don't person share busuana say. Now, oh, okay, can you see they'll be discussing that, but in your discussions, almost an amoba. Okay, you know they are three. Or so okay, they most an amoba be share. In fin so. Inti a kasa a far relationship. Where some would do home come. Yes, maybe I walk out to paper beto, but a part of your daily conversations. Ask about it. No nipane plans. Yes, more wako. Who baby a nipano in the next 5 years no or do quay. Yes, money na masori num sa. It's who say what plan is say it be a next 2 years, move worry. There should be a goal. Yes, some more relationship more into Sanya Manina, yes, ma. I'm saying, Ababa Webisa.
Me paucho.
Okay, ma.
Ebia, Webisano. When Timianka, one church remove. Much nasi ya worry. And son is to baby, yin wedi, and no son of bending.
You. Say, Niamaya ye Kenyano. We can't exhaust all of them. In fact, Nini na pone waha. Bebre wo hopa yenka ho asem. Na mukwa warenim na ebepie. Na epia. Em say eno so ya another topic. Ye bedi ho nkomo but epia. Se mo warenim no mo call counseling ni ade. Nti epie na wankasa you can't deal with it. You see your counselor. Say ebia we na me ba awarenim aiden ma be hu. Our idea is very delicate. Panty, new home common church and for one cassa or banner or bearman, more come was them, ocean and ya, counselor now, 2 of once, a move our reading no. Now what be son or no to bet me a can't share him. So, and to me feel as I need bit me up.
Yo, ya that's it. Na near Tosumi, no, say, and my no, a ya baby ferry. Some baby some partner in some say. So never saw to me bisa. Intina no sono a honey here pa. Men try answer and no bisu or strony partner and titri bemano. O strosa or can ye be an any buefu. No de denesan in Musa, no afanesa.
Intina ye cano. So who show partner and the end that relationship is what? Is not a healthy one. And some year now for mutimi dim komo. Yes, wait me bisana seman bubefu. Bisana sem na ne bubefo na che he is not the one for you. Ese utimi bisana sem, ese utimi yi wano, akasakasa betimi aba, but mo de be chicha mo ho, mo benya disagreement na mo kọ. Enye se de bia ese bibia ye de bi entimi nyesa because you are all from different backgrounds, different families, you have different minds. You can't agree on everything. Intino, oya ne saswa ebeboa. Yes. My lady, did you want to ask something? Okay.
What I wanted to add was related to what Auntie Julie said.
Okay.
Concerning asking the questions. I think that it should become a part of us as young adults to be assertive.
Okay.
So you know what exactly it is that you are looking for in somebody before you even enter into a relationship. I think we've gone too far to enter into the relationship before you now start looking for what it is that you want at the point where you are considering marriage.
Okay.
Don't even get there. As you are sitting there, you've been handed a sheet of paper. This is the right time for you to actually take a good look at yourself. Ask yourself some of these questions. Answer them so that in the event that one of your friends, because you're not going to marry a stranger, the person should be your friend. You should have conversations with the person. You should be able to determine, say, oh, before I even enter into a relationship with this person, I'm compatible with them. It's not after you've entered into the relationship and yes, sir, the relationships, you will keep entering and coming out, entering and coming out, and then you become wasted or damaged goods. Oh, yes, because a whole lot of things happen.
I no credit relationship, no dear. It's part of it. I'm saying you can't date in once and what happened. You can date 1 or 2, 3 people. I mean, just dating them, getting to know who they are. but so only nipa no kasafa relationship and kasa ho ne bia more court no eno de sa in and out no emwa nti in the dating no kra no ese obi se bisa se ne sister can obi se bisa wo san nsem yi bi so wo se ne be ya you not get yourself caught in the trap bia obi be se wo akodi ma fe upia enye den enye yie em se ye brother ni ti ye otimi pie ebe ma ne de ananya de bebre ma omo na ma no obi pie no na wa wo ho afa wo yes.
I think last week I was in a meeting and I got confused. Counselor Sebika, the woman said that so in your big relationship more, don't tell the person about your past. Don't open up. But here lies the case. I also can say, like, you should be transparent. I say, you know, there are some pastor, So, what do you do?
Okay. I think they all kind of good. I mean, it depends. Transparency, they now so ejina niema bebre so. Senya wo kano. Ebi wo hɔ a carry ade ne hwɛ say ɛde ba ade na mebɛka asɛm wi ɛde bɛba. What you say? Ɛde ba ade na ɛde bɛba. Na ɛkwan bɛn na mɛfa so aka. Ebi pa wo wanka. Ɛyɛ den nipa no obetimi ate wɔ baabi. Nti san kwa na mɛfa so a mɛka no. Ebi ankomodidie mu no obetimi a chepu bibi in kra fa say ebia what to say ebia obetimi ayi so hypothetical situations so ebia what to say ni say nti san kra na nti wo bedwene ana san na wo beye bisa so ho because ebi wo ho a wonka ba wanka nipa no obetimi ate ne baabi ote ne baabi so eno so de asem fofo beba what you say and ebi wo ho so a anytime say you have to tread cautiously sene ubeti fa kan asem na enkofa entotomra montem ebi a meken wo obi a na otwetwa bi pa say wo teso kakra enti no umpese nipa no be hu say bia na obi a na obo pa enti no be ne sen ubetimi afa no nkomomu no na wo twa na dwene ewo say obi kura no monsa nipa yi say na react to say nipa no ebia wo so obi nom sakwa no ho kura he ne tan ohun say no obani nipa na ba kasa basa nti say nipa won na wo tipa say me pa say me mesi fa bopen na wo me picture bi wo ti say no obeye me aha nti wo be keka sa hypothetical situations na wo hu nipa na dwen as wo hu say ne wo de asam ne beto na so me de menya pa de a anka kwan bi so no ne ma bi wo ho a wo be yi na di nipa ne mpa obetutu so ntem opa no wo hu se wo sesa no ono obetena so ho na se wo de sia na da chi bi kokko hu se ebia na okra wo ye sei ebia okra wo ba bi hye ba bi na wanka na se na edensem bebre e ma ware ni nyina yie ti trust se wo ka na nipa no oji wo di say me queen anase nipa me be ware he's open to me na che se bibia mu no obetimi ayeden aka kire me ebi wo na ha adwen mu na so ni na ye part of relationships near my itimi bebe mobi no so yo am say ye wie wa ho yo madam onyina mo ase da bia me ka kire Dr. Bonsa say you are a great audience last one okay